Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus through Science series. This is for Venus in Leo. So if in your birth chart, Venus is in the sign of Leo, these messages are for you. I'm not talking about transiting Venus, but your birth chart Venus. This can also apply if you have Leo as your 7th house, since we're talking about relationships. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they still give you some clarity. So we have the central issue, heart of the matter, is the Two of Wands. We have Temperance, the Ace of Cups. We have the Five of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. And also, you guys, if you're wanting to book your personal or private reading, be sure to email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information is in the description box. And payments are collected on Fridays. If you want to reach me by phone, then make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get the notifications of when I'm taking calls. And also, if you just want to support the channel, be sure to visit my Patreon. So here with the Two of Wands, I feel that there could be some sort of power struggles in a relationship, but it should be going smoothly. Like there's someone that you have a strong connection with. If you are single, there's someone coming towards you. And I feel like you're initially going to be guarded towards this person, or you're trying to push them away. I don't know why. It doesn't mean it's because it's someone you know. It's just something about the situation. I don't know what the situation is. Maybe they're in a relationship. I don't know. Or maybe the energy just comes off too strong. Maybe you don't understand it. But there's something going on. Even if you're single, you're going to be pushing this energy away. I feel like if you're in a relationship, you guys go from just love and light to passion, or fighting, or just being very guarded. Something might be like so intense that there's always like makeup sex going on. I feel like also if you're in a relationship, your partner tries to stop you from doing things that you say you're going to do, but I'm not sure why. It's some sort of competitive energy going on. You guys are coming off as maybe a little egotistical, or maybe you don't realize that your egos clash. But it could be compromised. Something could be very simplified or very easy. Something should be easygoing. I don't know if you get bored easily, like if something like the relationship is going too smoothly and someone intentionally causes conflict to keep it fun and exciting. That might be what it is. My only warning would be that you could be dealing with someone that is already in an established relationship. Maybe you've tried to confront them about it, or maybe there's been arguments about this, especially if they're saying like, I'm only in it for the finances. And it's just like, okay, well, when are you going to leave? Like that could be some sort of topic that keeps coming up. But I feel, though, that you guys are trying to have some sort of stability, or you will have stability in your relationship. I just keep getting some sort of on-off energy. One minute you guys are fighting, and the next minute it's just peace. I think you guys are doing this on purpose, or maybe you're unaware of the fact that you're doing these things on purpose. Now, a lot of the other thing that I was getting is that, and this is in case you're cross-watching, I hate when people be like, this sounds just like the other video. I can't help it. Sometimes the similar energies come out. But it does kind of sound like what happened in the Cancer video, is that you guys may end up connecting with someone who you have some sort of spiritual connection with. It's very telepathic. It's like sometimes those telepathic connections are so strong that it feels like someone's spying on you. But it's really that someone is just really just tapped into each other's energies. Now, I also feel that whatever bickering there has been in your relationship, you guys are going to put that behind you and you're going to keep pushing forward. Or you're going to stop trying to fight something from happening and just allow things to play out. Some of you may just be having some sort of disagreement when it comes to moving or relocating, or where you're going to take some sort of trip, or where you're going to spend your anniversary or honeymoon. Like, you know, it might just be like little petty arguments like that. But for the most part, I feel like it's an easygoing relationship. I also feel that there could have been some sort of family fighting, or family could be pushing you away. I'm seeing something in regards to receiving an inheritance, or something being passed down through generations. Something is being passed down. Something is being carried out, or someone feels like some sort of responsibility to follow the family business, or like something runs in a family and someone feels the need to carry it out. Man, so I'm getting the situation where sometimes there's a lot of anxiety with you. You might be realizing that you overthink things. Sometimes you may be having a hard time distinguishing what's real and what's an illusion. Sometimes I feel like you become very over emotional about things. Something is all in your imagination. Like, I feel like your imagination gets carried away. Like someone is coming off as paranoid. Maybe someone's very jealous. Like they're triggered. They're easily triggered and become jealous very easily. Especially if you aren't paying them enough attention. Maybe someone likes a lot of attention, or they're doing things and they're seeking attention. Someone also may be having commitment phobia. Yeah, I'm dealing with someone that maybe has commitment phobia. There's some sort of inner work that needs to be done. Like, I feel if you're in a relationship, or if you're connecting with someone, it feels like a good match. It really does. I keep getting like this sense of unconditional love. I keep getting something that's very spiritual. I feel like this is a connection where you connect mentally, physically, and spiritually. But then something happens sometimes where you start having these doubts and insecurities. You start worrying about things that you don't need to be worried about. You start worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. And it's like, why are you thinking about that? Like, what even made you think that was going to happen? Or, I don't know. Now, I don't know, too, if someone is afraid of something rocking the boat. Like, let's just say, for instance, you have this nice, peaceful relationship, but you or your partner is on the rise to fame, or something's happening where your lives are getting ready to change. Someone may be paranoid or threatened by the other person's success and start thinking about all the things that might go wrong. I'm seeing someone's fears being projected onto the other person, and somebody like, don't project those fears onto me or in this relationship. Something happens where someone's trust or abandonment issues become triggered, especially if you are very intuitive or psychic and you're like, I had a dream that they were doing something shady, or I kept dreaming about this, that, and the other. And you may be onto something, but it might not be the entire picture. It might not be exactly what it is that the dream might not materialize like it did exactly. You know, it's going to be it might not be as intense as it was in a dream. Man, yeah, I keep getting you guys being very intuitive or psychic, or, you know, there's a lot of heightened energy going on in here, like hidden energy, unseen energies. Someone may also have seen something on the internet or on social media that made them insecure. Someone keeps letting their past traumas affect the relationship, and that may be something that you're needing to break habit of. You may have seen your partner with someone else and then just started comparing yourself to that person. If you're completely single and not dealing with anyone, you may have been having dreams that someone was on their way. Like, maybe you keep having these dreams that this person is out there for you, but at the same time, one minute you feel confident and you believe it's going to happen, and the next minute you start feeling like you're crazy and it doesn't exist, or something doesn't exist for you. I do feel like you may have shared a past life with someone. Something becomes scary. Like I keep talking about telepathy, but it does seem like maybe it gets to the point where you start wondering if you're crazy or if you're being spied on, because you're like, this can't be happening. I don't know what this is that you're just overthinking and worried about. Now, I also feel, though, that whatever you are in fear of, or whatever you had doubts about, like, Spirit is going to intervene, or Spirit will help you move through any type of issues that come up in your life. So, like I was saying, if you're single and you're not connecting with anyone, maybe you're looking at other people's relationships, and although you're happy for them, you start panicking and thinking that it's never going to happen for you. But I really feel like this may be dealing with someone. There is someone that you're already dealing with, and for some of you, it is that weird situation where maybe they're in an established relationship, despite the fact that you guys have this strong chemistry, this spiritual connection, that's so intense that it scares you sometimes. Man, you guys, there's a couple of things going on. Let's say you're with somebody, or you have a connection. It's real. I feel like the connection is real. It does exist. You're not crazy. The things that you have a fear of or have insecurities about are echoing from some sort of past life trauma or some sort of earlier life traumas. So, and you're afraid of things that you don't need to be afraid of, because I feel like for the majority of you, there's a lot of good things happening in your relationship. You are going to have that commitment. You're going to find that ideal partner. You're going to find that person that does want the same things that you want out of life. If you are dealing with someone that has commitment phobias, I feel like they will overcome that. You guys are trying your best to work things out as a couple. Maybe you guys are talking about having a family together, like bringing more children into the family, or maybe you already have children, but together it's like one big happy family, because I am getting like families merging together. Something seems like a dream come true. You know, I mean, I really feel like your relationship is fine, except for I know there's a group of you that is in that weird situation where you're dealing with something weird, where someone, you know, is in a relationship, but you guys have a connection. But for the most part, I get more good energy. I get all that other stuff is just an illusion. Those anxieties, they aren't real. Your imagination just gets carried away. Someone is going to let their guards down and allow themselves to be vulnerable and allow themselves to fall in love. Maybe someone has a hard time opening up. Maybe someone has a hard time saying I love you or letting people get close. I feel like that problem is going to get resolved. This is someone being completely open and unconditional. Like maybe at first it could have been one-sided, but they're like, no, okay, I surrender to love. Like I am in love. Oh my God. Like I love this person. They're amazing. I want to run away with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. So I feel like there is the possibility of some sort of love story playing out for you guys. Some fictionalized love story that sounds like a movie or a book. Some of you may be thinking something is just too good to be true. That also might be why you're pushing someone away, but I say run with it unless, you know, otherwise something proves to be true. Something proves to be bad. But the bad stuff I feel like is in your imagination. So, and like I said, I know it's thousands of people watching and everyone's story is going to play out differently. But for the most part, what I'm getting is that you have the real deal and you should just run with it. So hope that helps. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.